Budget Blinds. Visit their showroom or call today for a free...
This is Newcap News with Bart Padiasic.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. An early morning crash on a highway east of Lloydminster sent two to hospital today. Maidstone RCMP have provided us with a look at the resulting damage after a head-on collision between two pickup trucks on Highway 303 and Range Road 3272. The Lloydminster rescue had to extricate one man who suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Both drivers of the vehicles were taken to hospital in stable condition. The RCMP say poor road conditions are to blame for the crash and no charges have been laid. And staying with those hazardous road conditions, even though we have seen less of this winter than in previous years, it's not making the jobs of local first responders any easier. And as they tell our Josh Ryan, the line between safe and sorry is thin.
Since snow started falling earlier this week, city rescue and tow truck companies have been put to work. Lloydminster RCMP has reported 13 collisions have occurred since noon on Tuesday. While this number isn't abnormal after fresh snow, it's still cause for concern for Brandon King and the crew at Lloydminster Rescue.
People just tend to continue on their way. There's no real slowdown. They're just not being as cautious as we'd like them to be.
There have already been 4 calls made to Lloydminster Rescue in the past 3 days. Often, King says it's simply a case of people trying to make up for being late.
Everybody's kind of in a hurry. So, slow down, get there safe. That's kind of the key.
Tow truck drivers like Trevor Stensrud have also experienced the sudden rush in productivity from the icy conditions. In addition to speeding, he says people often fail to pay attention to the condition of their vehicles.
If they've still got their summer tires on, they don't realize that the brakes don't work as well when the snow is down there and a little bit of ice underneath the snow. Everybody thinks they're invincible. Everybody thinks it's somebody else. Nobody thinks this is going to happen to me.
With these road conditions unlikely to change anytime soon, the message from the RCMP and Lloydminster Rescue remains the same. Give yourself plenty of time to get to your destination, keep a safe distance from those driving in front of you, and above all else, slow down. Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
Well, most people may be inside avoiding the recent chill. A select group of four-wing pilots and aircrew are embracing the wilderness. As Hanatita reports, the annual exercise of Frosted Flyer was started in the 50s and gives students a chance to build confidence in their winter survival skills.
It could be a rock, it could be anything. It has to be something heavy. And would end up falling on them, crushing them.
Aviator Christian Pomerleau faced the elements for 3 days and 2 nights as part of Exercise Frosted Flyer. During the winter survival training, students had to build a fire and a shelter from scratch, all while practicing their bushcraft skills.
My first night, coyotes pretty much circled around me. So I knew if I kept my fire going, they wouldn't bother me at all. But you could hear them. It's nature.
The heat will actually billow against this and it will provide a warm spot, so now you have an insulated back.
Master Corporal Jonathan MacArthur says students are regularly checked to make sure they are flourishing in their environment. Food is also provided to allow them to focus on the other aspects of survival.
This is an excellent opportunity in a controlled environment under highly trained professionals to go out and safely conduct survival operations without the threat of doing it on your own.
Master Corporal MacArthur says the exercise is aimed at building the confidence in the aircrew that if they had to eject, they could easily await rescue.
This experience myself has helped me gain confidence. It's a big accomplishment, knowing that I can stay in the bush. Yes, they were feeding me, but knowing that I can build a camp, build a nice fire, even build a signal fire, which is my first time building one.
To complete the exercise, students had to build a signal fire to alert help. Master Corporal MacArthur says he is proud of the students and the initiatives they took during their time in the field this week. Exercise Frosted Flyer is a requirement to being part of the four-wing ground search and rescue team.
Pilots have used these skills in the past. In the last ejection, a pilot that was trained through the four-wing GSAR team used these skills. He only had to get as far as building a fire because his rescue was from chopper.
You deal with what you have. You make the best of it and you stay positive. I would definitely go out and do it again.
Hanatita, Newcap News.
Well, for the first time ever in Alberta, new moms expecting a baby will be receiving a box filled with infant supplies. Welcome to Parenthood is a research study led by University of Calgary and is focused at treating postpartum depression and supporting new parents with the development of their newborn. Krisha Khan has more.
From a baby thermometer to training manuals, these boxes provide an array of tools and supplies for first-time parents. These boxes are a part of a research study conducted by the University of Calgary with support of various parent link centers, including Lloydminster's Midwest Family Connections.
This study is developed for parents, that's who we're targeting, but really the people that it is most impacting are children. The children in our community are going to have greater access to parents who have the knowledge, skills, confidence, and resources to support them in their journey through life.
Parents not only benefit from the great resources provided in the box.
More importantly, from the information that they receive and the training in our information session, their connection to their mentor, somebody who's been through these things themselves, and the connection to community, knowing that the community is here to support them and that they're not in this alone in raising their child.
When families bring home a new baby, every family needs a little help, and new parents specifically need a little help because often they don't know what they don't know.
A knowledge and support this lead researcher feels all parents should have.
The whole idea around this is to build those relationships within the family to strengthen them with the parenting education around early brain and biological development.
If the research is successful, many participants hope this training and support can be offered permanently in Alberta and throughout the country. The project was made possible through $500,000 in provincial funding, which former Minister Manmeet Bueller championed and announced in May of 2014. The MLA died in November while helping a motorist on a snowy highway. Krisha Khan, Newcap News.
Well, the recent fresh snow isn't scaring away events in and around the border city. Heather Clagus has more on this week's edition of What's Happening.
We've got a fresh blanket of snow, and if you're looking for some hills to go down that are a little bit bigger than some of the ones you find in the city of Lloydminster, head just outside the city. Mount Joy has their opening weekend this weekend, and this year is their 50th anniversary, completely run by volunteers, and they've even got classes too, so if you want to learn how to ski or snowboard, check out Mount Joy. Their opening weekend this weekend. They open up Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Now is the time for you to pick up your tickets for Hey Clandonald. It's coming up next Friday night. You've got a chance to head out, enjoy a delicious beef supper. Then they'll have an agricultural speaker, plus hypnotist Jesse Lewis is going to be there as well. They'll also have an auction too, so a lot of fun in store. You can get your tickets by stopping by the Clandonald Country Store. If you're all played out after a day outside in the snow, why not pop in a new CD to listen to? And how about the latest from Tim McGraw? We want you to win a copy of his latest album, Damn Country Music, and this just happens to be the deluxe edition. So there's some additional songs on this one, and it does include his hit Top of the World, and also a duet he does with his daughter, a song called Here Tonight. If you want to win a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. And we want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And there's a great show coming to the Vic Juba Community Theatre later on this month, the Canadian Country Music Legends. Pick up your tickets now for the show January 22nd. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clagus, and that's what's happening.